hello guys, and welcome back to Disneyland. Today we're cooking off some more Disneyland frag grenades at this time. No, we're going to the moon. What the fuck? Today's mission, conduct moon activities. Oh, holy shit. Printing out sulfur, printing out copper, printing out gallons of resources. I have to go check something real quick, but I will leave you all to watch this. And we're gonna get preparing to work on stuff for the Mars base. Right? Down the line. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, but we need to start getting ready for Mars. There's a few things that need to happen. Specifically related to collecting new resources to travel to further planets. So without further ado, let's get started with today's stream. I am your host, TH3Fish, and this is TH3Fish will bomb the moon today. One massive explosion, 25 kilotons of TNT, and one fish on the moon. One fish out of water, one fish off the Earth. Fuck! Send me back to Earth, please! But on Mars, there's a wonderful thing we'll need for Mars mission and other stuff as well. But we need to actually start like a mining area, kinda. You know what I mean? Like, we need to go mining. We don't fucking mine anything. We don't go fucking mine. What the fuck is this, Minecraft? We don't mine shit. We need to charge our tools as well. Probably a smart idea, isn't it? Hurry and charge my equipment faster, please. How much more bullshit is this guy gonna run through? Slow down! Slow down! Oh good, he's almost out of brine. Oh, because this guy's full of aqueous nickel, he's holding back the whole thing. All that aqueous nickel, bro. Aqueous nickel holding back the whole process. Good stuff. Fuck that shit. What the fuck? How is it? It just took all of the power and shut off this bullshit. Well, would you look at that? Impressive. I love your music, Mr. James 2H. Your music is the best music I think I've ever heard in Minecraft. I'll call James 2H on the Discords and make contact. Be like, hello, Mr. James 2H, I like your HBM version. It's pretty good. You know, I always used to tell you all to wait. Wait for me to go watch or go play James 2H for, guys. It'll be soon. In 5 years. 5 years. Nope. It happened in 2025. So 1 year after people started asking me to play. It's okay. I have a busy schedule, you know what I mean? Absolutely busy schedule. Okay? But we have a lot of work to do today. Notably, we need to get Walmart kind of in a semblance of Walmart. It's already looking like Walmart, but you see, just because we have the front of Walmart built doesn't mean it's fully Walmart. You have to have inside as well. No, it just needs to be finished, basically. I just want it finished. So, we're gonna go and start excavating out holes in the ground so we can get more stone. And I know a perfect place to go start my mission of mining the stone in the ground. Right over here. This place is the perfect spot to go and begin. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm also gonna need to vein mine and silk touch pretty much all this bullshit that we can. So whatever we can find, silk touch it, extract it from the surface, because we're gonna need it. Probably. In other news... Fuck! What did I fucking do to that shit? I fucked that shit up. That's what I fucking did. In other news, we need to, here's a good spot. Auto smelter, switch it to AoE 1. Nice. I'm getting stone now. Nice amounts of regular earth rocks right there, bro. Some regular earth rocks. Something I was looking for a while. Hold on. Can we switch this to flat AoE? Get rid of this. This way I'm not doing stupid shit to every single rock. I don't need to melt every rock, you know what I mean? The second we start doing that is the second things are going awry. They're going sideways, ass backwards, bro. They're going up the slide, ass backwards. That's what's fucking happening. Nice amount of stone. This is good stuff because stone is the quintessential building block of Walmart, apparently. We need more solar panels too, that's another thing. Because if we want more energy, I mean, I'm surprised we're even able to sustain the energy we need for basic functioning on the moon. It's actually impressive. I mean, besides that, it's just fucking impressive. Like, how the fuck do you stay on the moon for, like, more than a day? We've stayed here for months now, almost, it feels like. The equivalent of Minecraft months, pretty much. We've spent ages on the moon. Doing... what the fuck are we doing, even? Nothing. Because it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Well, I don't even know. Don't even know, honestly. We're just here. We're here to execute and conduct activities. But we do need to start planning how we're going to get another rocket from the moon to Mars. And so, we're going to go ahead and ask our good old friend, Mr. Dadalov, this question. He is the answer, actually. So, we're going to go into Chernobyl Tester, and we'll find the answers. Because the answers are right in my face, and I know they are. I actually do indeed have the answers. Now, we're going to need some stuff. Alright, we're going to need some stuff. Drive. We're going to need a drive for this. And, the next planet is called Duna. What the fuck? Where's my experts? Why haven't they been in the streams? I need you help me. I need your help, guys. I need your help, guys. Okay, let's see if that gets anybody. Anyway, you see now we need to go to I don't know if it's fucking Duna or Minmus, which is the next planet. But it's really up to me where we go next. And if we look at Minmus, what materials do you have on Minmus? Regolith? Stone? I mean, it's just got like the same shit, right? Why the fuck would we go there? What the fuck is the point? We'll check what is Duna. Duna's got the atmosphere though. Duna air, yes. Polluting. Holy shit. But this, right? This is actually valuable because this gets to valuable materials. This is valuable, okay? Argon, carbon dioxide. For this comes in the form of atmospheric compressed liquefaction, which is interesting. Now, how the heck does that work? Let's go ahead and type in natural gas, right? So natural gas can come from many places. However, one place it does come from... Oh. Never mind. What? I know this comes... I know that there is some involvement of the atmosphere on that planet with us being able to extract that. Anyway, I don't know if we want to go to Minmus or if we want to go to Duna, but either way, it doesn't really matter. I'm planning to go to Mars anyway because of the atmosphere and because of the liquefaction tower. Because those two things combined allows us to do a lot of stuff. Let's actually get the liquefaction. The Ligma tower right here. Yes, Ligma faction tower. What the fuck? See this? It grabs compressed air and gives you liquid nitrogen. What the fuck is this texture anyway? This is actually a nice texture. I'm not gonna lie. This texture might actually be pretty nice, but hey, stop. What are we doing? Duna air, right? Yeah. There's got to be some reason for me to go there. I mean, you can cryogenically distill it. What's the point? What's the point in that? I remember one of these actually gets you fuel, though. Compressed air. You got this air, and it gives you potassium permanganate. What the fuck? That's catalyst. What is this? A catalyst for? This is a catalyst for PVC, isn't it? Mercury. That's actually pretty nice, though. Corrosive, toxic fumes, and gaseous. Sounds like just the place we need to go. Sounds like Reddit. We need to go to Reddit. Oh, here we go. This planet, Tecto. What the hell is this planet? We need to go to Tecto, bro. It's fucking awesome there, apparently, because it's got chloromethane, chlorine, natural gas. I mean, hey, it might be like World War I gas, but like, it's not phosgene, okay? At least it's not phosgene. Hydrochloric acid. I mean, it's all chlorine, technically. I mean, I guess the ambient humidity is hydrochloric acid then, but that doesn't make sense. It'd just be hydrogen chloride. This is just hydrogen chloride and water. Hydrogen chloride being dissolved in water. That's why HCl smells bad, is because the hydrogen chloride is exiting the water as water molecules dissolve into the ambient air. Pretty much, it becomes more concentrated. But also is really bad for your lungs, and all the chlorine is also kind of escaping, too. I mean, the hydrogen chloride is just leaving the water because the water is evaporating and then they're separating. It's like they're getting a divorce, except the hydrogen chloride's actually gonna go find a new water molecule inside your lungs to go re-precipitate back. It's kind of like rain. I digress. Basically, you're melting your lungs the whole time and your soul. But yeah, like look at this. You can get all kinds of stupid shit. Fucking go to some other planets, bro. But do we really want... So, like, what planets am I able to reach is the question. Like, what kind of shit do I need to reach from here? So, we need to get a rocket. See, if we can plan out the next trip, we can figure out where the fuck we're going next, dude. We also need to plan for a return trip from said location, right? So, we need to keep that in mind. Let's get the VAB. The VAB. That return trip is probably the killer part of this mission. Because, you see, if we go to, like, another planet like Duna, right? I don't fucking know the gravity there. Alright, so we need a pod. No. Capsule? Yes. Capsule, and then we need size 20. And we're probably going to do a hydrogen oxygen fuel. Because that's really cheap on the moon compared to like kerosene and peroxide, right? That shit that requires water and things I don't fucking have. Or a lot of oxygen. Either way, growing trees cost you oxygen. And I don't have that. So we're not going to fucking do that shit with oxygen. So we're going to need landing gears. And then we're going to need one final component, which is going to be the more size 20s. I'm pretty much going to just need to have as much size 20 as I can. Because these will come in handy. Okay, trust me. But this is everything you need to build a rocket inside of this. So I'm just going to make a capsule. We're going to go ahead and say it's this and this, right? That's what you need to get to Duna and back. Right? Duna, and then we need the Mun. There's a lot of shit for the Mun. And it only needs like 5,000 millibuckets of the 16,000 millibuckets it has. Wait, does this mean I could just do it on one stage? What the fuck? Guys. I'm pretty sure we can travel to like wherever the fuck we want. And then the return trip is the hard part. This is the hard part. Ah, just caught. Look at that. You could do it in one stage. What the fuck? I need the experts. Hell yeah. You know what we can do? We can go to this planet using just this configuration. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick screenshot. This is the proof of concept. Because it only costs 5,000 fuel to go. And it doesn't take much to get back. So Elon Musk technology is too good. Swapping out this shit for the 3 times, not good, but we are making huge progress. Let's start exploring other ideas though. So what other planets can we go to? Like, let's see about Tecto. What the fuck is Tecto anyway? Huh? Is Tecto survivable? Let me actually figure that part out. Because if we fucking died at Tecto, what is the fucking point in going there? Crude? Liquid. This is like the endgame planet, I would figure. Go to this planet, you have all this fucking shit. Natural gas. Toxic fumes and gaseous. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Give me the drive, bro. Let me see if this takes us to Tecto from the moon. No way. Okay, never mind. I mean, theoretically, we can go to Tecto, but we just can't get back. It's possible. Wait a second. The Mars trip only costed 5,000 to go. 5 and 3 zeros. And then 8 and 3 zeros. The trip from Duna to Mars, or from Duna to Tecto, is more expensive than the trip from the Mun to Tecto. The trip from Minmus is actually a cornerstone element of this puzzle. So from Minmus is only 13. And then from Tecto to Minmus is almost 16. This means that within 2 stages of rocket, we theoretically can get back. We just need a little bit more fuel. Let's see if we can do it in 1 fuselage. With 1 fuselage, the trip from Minmus to Tecto is 16400, and from Tecto back to Minmus is 20. That is with the 12 meter. If we swap to a 6 meter, then it is probably less. $6M? No, what the fuck? Now, if we look at this math, the math is mathing that going to Tecto, or going to Minmus to Tecto. What about the Mun to Tecto? The Mun to Tecto is a little bit more expensive, and then from Tecto to the Mun, we're starting to get a little close, but I think it is possible. Tecto. The question is, does the math add up? And I need to put it in a fucking calculator to actually see and visualize. But I'm pretty sure we don't need to use Minmus as like a corner point. We could use it to pivot to the moon if we need to. But we don't need it as a corner point necessarily. Now, with all of this information, we must figure out, is Tecto even a safe place to go? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. But with all of that information, we just have to figure out basic shit. Don't even know, though. That's like... it's so mind-boggling. I'm going to take a look at the pictures I took so I can do the calculations and give you all numbers as soon as I can. So, 32,000, right? That's our starting number. Minus 15 and 800 gives us 16,200. That leaves us with a Tecto return trip of 19. which is already too much. 19,900 leaves you with 3,000 fuel that you need extra. So that means that to get that extra fuel, we remove a stage and we place in something that has only 3,000. That's the return journey. Well, you should always put more fuel in a first stage. You could just do it with this, a 12. And then boom. Now that means that your Mun Detecto journey is going to be 64,000, but 18,000 expended. And remember, resources are limited on the moon, so costing extra is not good. Minus 200. We have 1,600. Oh. I got a minus 2,000 again. Okay, hold on. God dang it. 64,000 minus 8. What the fuck? 64,000. What the fuck? Bill Gates, your fucking calculator sucks. Absolute dick. Piece of shit. What the fuck? What the... How the fuck do you use a fucking calculator? This is not a Texas Instruments calculator. This is driving me insane, man. Why is it giving me... What the fuck? Stupid calculator. Just fucking work. God dang it. I tried to use the calculator, but then it broke. So 64,000 minus the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful number of 18,200,000. Nice. And then that's 45,800. Wonderful math. Wonderful numbers. But as you can see, 45,800 left for the next trip, which would take us from Tecto to the Mun. And that leaves us with 23,000, which means in total, we need to add, so it's going to cost us a total of leaving us with 22,800 fuel. Now, that's wonderful numbers right there. Now, if I hit equals, stop. Fucking stop. Piece of shit calculator. So 18,200. Again, plus 2,300 is 41,200. According to the math, we only need 42,000 hydrogen and oxygen in theory to get us back. So we'll go ahead and figure that out now at this dam. Let's go ahead and figure out how much fucking bullshit will be required to get us back from... Oh, I do have to test one more thing, because just because it's mathematically possible doesn't mean it's practically in the game completely possible. So that means we are going to launch from the moon to Tecto in order to test this information. Because just because it says it's possible doesn't mean it actually is. This is something I've learned in time. Spark. So we're going to use the Spark Energy Cube. We're going to use one of these. This should be enough energy to give it energy. Okay. And then we need barrel. Drum. Actually, just give me the fluid ID. And then we need oxygen. Give me 64,000. Remember, the actual numbers are like... We only need 42. And hydrogen is the same. I already have a place for both. Inside of this, steel barrel. So, we're going to switch it to hydrogen. Remember, it is only 42,000 required. Although you should probably pack more than this. We're about to test if it's possible to do this in one trip. And with that, hit it with one of those. And then... $42,000. And we should be good. Let's get inside, right? No destination set? Okay, we'll fix that. Destination is Tecto. Commit to launch? Hell yes. Oh, I can't commit it to launch for some fucking reason? Oh, it needs to have the exact quantity, doesn't it? God dang it. Does it need to have the exact... Oh, yes, it does. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Wasting my fucking hydrogen, wasting my fucking time, bro. Okay. Even though it costs only 42,000 to get there and back, we still have to do all of that. Commit to launch. Press the jump button, and we are in space. Launching ourselves rapidly to some new unidentified planet. Well, just to test it. And we are off to the races to land on Tecto and find out what the fuck Tecto even is, what the fuck it's like, figure what the fuck it's about. A lot of what the fuck, but I need to figure it out, man. I don't want too much spoilers, so like, what the fuck? It's a green planet, bro. Where the fuck are we? What the hell? PVC planet. Ah. Wonderful. Wait. Something's wrong. Something tells me we're not going back. Yes, you need a 2-stage rocket. This place is fucking dope. PVC log. The curious part is what the hell this shit is. What does it do to you? Oh. See, Tecto has crude. That's what we're coming here for, is the crude. So we're gonna look around and see if there is any, just to like find out what it's all about, like how it generates, what kind of shit is here, and then we'll determine if that's even worthwhile. Honestly, this planet might be one of the more valuable ones, considering that you have PVC logs in. What even is this? Hardened vinyl logs. What the fuck? What can you do with this shit? Nothing, it looks like. We can definitely do Tecto, though. And then to go back to the moon, so basically, what we should do for the rocket then, instead of doing what we just did, for a rocket that gets you to Tecto, right? So the goal is to get from the moon to Tecto, and we're gonna set the landing gear in. We're gonna set in the final stage. Needs more fuel to get back though. We're gonna type in hydrolocks. And landing gear as well, apparently. We didn't include those last time. Alright, this should allow it to be... Well, that's the return trip, right? That's not Tecto. What the fuck? Give me that fucking Tecto drive, bro. Okay, yeah, it needs 18,000. Cool. So it only will need too much fuel to get back. We could probably run it with... How do I make it take less fuel? It just doesn't have the newtons required. Hydrox. We'll try out some of the other size 20. Size 20 bullshit. Hydrazine. 1 meter, 6 meter, 20 meter. I already have a 20 meter. I already have a 6 meter, and I just don't have the one. Oh, I do have a 1 meter. So looking at it, the problem is that it needs to get back. The solution to it needing to get back, right? This is the final. So this would be your final stage. To get back on your final stage, you need to have fuel in there to get it back. What the fuck? Insufficient fuel. Just put in a Hydrolox. Size 10. Holy shit. Insufficient fuel. Try out the 2 times. Okay, the 2 times doesn't work. So it needs to be a size 6. Six meter? Yeah, needs to be a 6 meter. We might as well run that for the second stage. Well, it doesn't need that. Just give it what it needs. Which is that. It just doesn't take the max amount. And then to get back from Tecto, it was that, right? But to get to Tecto, we need to have the actual mun to Tecto. And it's missing the thruster. It only takes 36,000 to do it. However, if we run a double, okay, we're getting there. We're getting to the point where we can just run it as 2 6-meter ones. Hey, have you gotten brine automated yet? Yes. I'm just engineering the next rocket, so we can have it once ready to go. So rockets. It's actually pretty neat. I'll show you in a second. I just have to make sure I have this correct. Because our next mission is going to be Tecto. I think that's my next goal. I want to go to Tecto, and I want to go to Tecto and come back. So, like, that'll be a mission. Oh, shit. But I think I can do it using just 2 of the same stages, pretty much. We're close. We're so fucking close. God damn it. We're so close. Yeah. I mean, I think that's pretty ambitious, but it is definitely possible. Unless you guys have other suggestions for where I should go and what I should do, I would love to check out Tecto, though. It looks like an absolutely dope planet. But the problem is the Mun to Tecto trip is going to be impossible using this, using hydrogen. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run hydrogen, the brine we produce, right? I'm just going to turn it into, electrolyze it for the fuel. And then I just got to build a rocket and other stuff. But it's not as much as we had to do on Earth, so. I just have to figure out what thrust I need to put in the 2nd stage of the rocket. Well, I could put a 3rd stage. That makes no sense, but I could do it. Oh, what if we just swap this thing out? Insufficient fuel. We just gotta reduce the weight somewhere else. Or increase it and see what that does. No. Okay, that doesn't do it. I mean, it's got insufficient... Well, if it has insufficient fuel, can't this stage give it enough to boost it back? We're so close, though. It's like literally 500 from being the perfect rocket. It was so close. If it doesn't have landing legs, no, it still can't do that shit. Ah! What if we swap the capsule? So what even is available for the capsule? Pod? Like Tide Pods? A drop pod. Sounds absolutely awesome. Wait, you're telling me I can't use a drop pod? Wait, is this... This is not even a rocket component, is it? What? Oh, okay. It is not... Apparently, it is a rocket... What is this? Add smaller length fuselage. Yeah, I tried... well, at the top one, I guess. Maybe. 3 meter? Problem is that the top one doesn't have enough for the return journey, but the bottom one, it's all in the fuel. I have to say, it's all in the fuel. The fuel is what determines whether this thing gets there or doesn't. Maybe if I add in like another fuselage or like thing between it, right, and then just kind of extend the stage downwards. Stage 1 missing, stage 2 missing a thruster. Tecto to the Mun. Missing a thruster. Cool. Just give it one of those. Stage 2 legs, landing legs. You can stack the same fuselages up to 8. Oh. Hold on. Okay, that would work. Let's try that out, actually. Oh, that's stage 2, okay. Cool. And if I do this... Oh, holy shit. Yeah, okay, I didn't know that. That's good to know. It's pretty handy. Let's see. Well, now I can actually calculate how much fuel I need to get back and give an accurate amount. So from the Mun to Tecto, it's gonna take us 21 around 21,000 to 30,000 fuel. So we'll give it one of those. To get back, let's just give it a fuel tank to see how much it needs. 16,000. This would put it at 30,000. And then the bottom one needs more. However, if we do these 6,000, we can probably get it to that balance point, 24,000. So we need 4 of those. And then the nice. That's perfect. I'm just gonna take some screenshots of this bullshit to prove that it is possible to get a return journey and back. You can also stack the engines as well. Stage 1, too many thrusters. Stage 1. Okay. Interesting. 24,000. Do I... It's close enough. It doesn't matter if it's extra fuel, okay? This is literally the perfect rocket. This is literally the perfect rocket. This will get us there and back. That's what matters. This is the rocket we need. And that can all run on hydrogen, which means Elon Musk would be proud, but fuck Elon Musk, because I am truly the inventor of all time. I'm on the moon. He is not on the moon. He is working at X or Twitter. Take your pick. Pick and choose. Oh, yeah, I meant to show you the setup for the automation of brine. I didn't really automate brine, but I automated conglomerate, which does produce brine. I also have brine being extracted from the earth. So yes, I technically automated brine to do this. How far are you from Niton Superfuel? That's a good question. I actually haven't even bothered with any of that stuff. Niton Octane Superfuel. I would say I'm pretty far. Kerosene, mercury, and nitanium. Yeah, I can't even do this yet. Yeah, no. Not this time. All that matters is that we're able to do it with hydrogen. We're able to do the trip with hydrogen, and it's not too hard. So as we have the resources to do it, we can do it with hydrogen. But that's all coming down to whether or not the plant is producing brines, or keeping up with that brine production. That brine production, we're going to start bringing the brine back so we can start producing the next set of hydrogen and stuff. Hydrogen and oxygen are 2 critical components we're going to need a plentiful amount of. So it's best we grab those. You can get teleporters to work across dimensions with that. How do you do teleporters? Teleporter? What is it called? Transporter? Transporter pad? What the fuck is a transporter pad? Maybe, oh, that's for resources, isn't it? Move resources back and forth with that, right? Huh. I don't actually know much, but what I do know is that it'd be nice to be able to go back to Earth at some point, you know what I mean? To travel between Earth and the moon to... That'd be actually dope. That'd be super useful. Be like, oh hell yeah, I need wood. Let's just use a teleporter. Just fucking teleport back to Earth. Cheap ways to get rockets between planets. It's what I figured. Like, it's a back and forth method. Kinda. Like, you can send resources from the moon to Earth, basically, through that. They only need oxygen and hydrogen to work. So they can work pretty much anywhere. That's good to know. For resources only, though. Okay. Yeah, I figured. I figured that's what it's for. I just need to get back to Earth. Because if we can go back to Earth, that is where a lot of our industry is at. And then we could be like, oh, well, I need to import this resource from Earth. Even though the moon's pretty much self-sufficient at this time. At this time, the only things we lack on the moon are, like, things that barely are necessary for our survival. It's just little things here and there. Things that I don't really need. And then the final one is like a chunk, isn't it? I don't even fucking know. I'm just here to finish the build, man. Finish the build up a little bit. So, what do we need to do besides just this shit? We need a teleporter, right? That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking into the teleporters, or whatever the fuck they are. At HBM. Did you chunk load your base? No. Well, the one on the Earth has some chunk loaded sections. Could have sworn I saw a transporter pad at some point. In this somewhere, there's a transporter pad. Oh, where is the transporter pad at? The teleporter to get me back to home. Wonder what it costs. If it costs too much, I'm not gonna be able to do it. But if it doesn't cost a lot, hell yeah, I'll be able to do that shit. Dude, easy. Easy work. Dyson spin launcher. I think we're on the right track. These do look familiar. Orbital station port, or rocket transporter pad. Okay, just keep scooting. Just keep pressing the button until we find what it looks like. I know it's in here somewhere. I know it's hiding. It's hiding from me, isn't it? A magma drill? What is this used for? Highly active volcanic planets and moons. Okay, good. If we go to Mars, we can terraform it. Why would we want to do that? It's Mars. It's not my... It's really perfect as it is. Just leave it red. Nice and red planet, right? Yes. It was the rocket transporter pad? You got my hopes up. I was thinking... there's a teleporter. So I could travel back and forth between planets. Be like Star Trek or something, but if there's not something like that, it's okay. I can just stay on the moon for a while until we need to go back. It's okay. All we need to do really is just get the resources to establish what do you call it? A launch pad and other stuff. Pretty much, we just need to build another space center in the hell of Walmart. So, we're gonna set down some machinery and things. Not in the parking lot. In the crater where there should be a parking lot. We're just gonna set down a Stardar, because I have one. Thank you, courtesy of the moon gods themselves, for leaving it unattended and unsecured. And we'll see if we can get some other shit, because we need a launch pad too, don't we? We also need to program the dish. Now the Stardar also Use 50k HE per teleport inside dimension, but need Nighton's super fuel to work interdimensionally. Ah. Oh, also this thing's fucking malfunctioning. Yes, it is. Turn it off. Cut the power. Yeah, it used up too much energy, apparently. This thing apparently... How long is this running for? Literally too long. It's been running... how much oxygen has it produced, though? That's the real question, though. How much oxygen has it actually produced? Because this is like my key oxygen product. It's pretty good. Okay, so teleporters use night and super fuel then. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Oh, so it's just a regular teleporter, isn't it? Teleporter. We're just gonna set up the... I guess we could just place it in the middle of the Walmart, right? Well, no. This is Walmart on the moon, right? Walmart on the moon is special. It's not like a normal Walmart. It needs to look special, too. It needs to look the part. To produce liquid oxygen? What do you mean? Oh, wait. I think I know what you're talking about. I actually haven't looked into that process in a while. But you can make this in the chem plant, right? Well, I could do it for... So what I'm actually doing is I'm doing copper sulfate to liquid oxygen. So 200 copper sulfate gives you 50 liquid oxygen. I mean, it's not great, but it's what I'm doing. It works passively to get me my oxygen consumption desires. And I don't need that much oxygen because I can just find more of it. It's not hard to find on the moon. It's like literally the most common and most abundant of resources is steel tanks full of oxygen. Now here's the real kicker is that trying to get to Tecto from the moon is not going to happen because of the hard drive requirements. This will look perfect right outside of Hellmart. This is going to look perfect. Might want to move it up a bit, I think, but other than that, it should be good. So the problem is going to be getting to one of these higher processing tier planets, right? Like Ike is a processing tier 1, Earth is tier 0. If I want to go to Minmus, it's tier 1, Lave is tier 3, Duna is tier 1. And those processing tiers, like Tecto, is tier 3. That's why it's going to be a problem. Is exactly what you just specified. The versatile circuits. Is getting to these planets will cost hard drives. No, not hard drives, but drive. And it's going to be this one. Which means we need gallium arsenide. Which means I need gallium. Something I don't actually know where to get gallium. But gallium probably comes from another planet. Gallium bedrock ore fragments. Yes, indeed. Now this is really shitty. And it's really going to suck to try to get to another planet. And back. But what planet is this from? Mineral dust, Ike, and Moho. So the next target is probably Moho. The question, this is making an interesting space journey. I like this. So let's find where the heck those are. Lathe, Minmus, Dres, Moho is a processing tier 1. So Minmus is processing tier 1. Moho is processing tier 1 as well, which is probably the next planet, unless we can go to Ike. Ike was tier 3, wasn't it? Eve, tier 3. Duna, tier 1. Lave, tier 3. Minimus, tier 1. Now, it might be a good argument to say that we should go to, like, another planet to get fuel to bring to the moon. That would be an interesting outlook, perspective. Moho. Processing tier 1. So, with a processing tier 1, those versatile chipsets won't be a problem, by the way. I should be able to get them easily. Not the bismuth ones, but the red ones. I can get the red circuits. So, what we're looking at is then... Yeah, it's not hard. We just need... I even have the machines for this, so we'll just set up a new area for... we'll call it the Space Center area. Now, Center for Space Operations. The... Center for Space Operations. So SS. Oh. What? These are some great naming conventions right here. But this will be my area designated for pretty much all of that stupid processing and stuff. Circuits, things like that, we're gonna do in this area. We'll actually build them over here, then we'll have the computer bullshit over there. And I have an actual vacuum solderer, not welding machine, what the fuck. And this does work on the moon. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, man. This is, I'm pretty sure everybody who's already played this knows a lot about how this already works on the moon. Anyway, that's why we came to the moon, is to get a planet where I can do that. Might be worthy of making a space station at some point. Just place down a cable right here. Right? What is this? This piece looks familiar. It looks like something from Advanced Rocketry. The way it's got fucked up shaders. Never mind. Yeah, look at this. It's in a vacuum. 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 Perfect. That's the vacuum soldering station. Cool. All that's left is just for me to get a ton of sand so I can smelt that shit up. Oh shit. Probably shouldn't do it right next to the base. It's gonna ruin the moonscape, you know what I mean? Yes, the precious moonscape is gonna get ruined. I'm so excited to go to the next planet. That'd be so cool. We do have to finish Hell, though. But we do need to go to Moho, grab shit from Moho, then dip back to the moon. Make sure we plan this mission out, too. We don't want to fucking go and, Oh, wait. We don't need sand. I have asbestos. That's like 10 times as good as sand is. I'm so glad we brought the copious quantities of asbestos from Earth to the moon as a joke. I didn't think it'd actually pay off so well. I mean, the moon is primarily silicon, but it's so nice to have this copious quantity of asbestos. Huge amount of copium. Copium chloride. Copium tetrachloride. Copious asbestos chloride. Just throw that shit right in the oven. Let's get some circuits cooking. That's what we're after. Because once we have circuits, we can get back to Earth. Well, not to Earth, but build a rocket to go to the next planet. This will be important for the VAB and shit. VAB and shit. I need to grab lava. Or fuel somehow. Oh, what kind of... Well, I don't think we can actually build another type of burner press. We don't have motor engine lubricant, do we? Fuck. If we don't have engine lubricant, we can't really make a press now, can we? I mean, like... We have the burner press. We might as well just stick with that. It makes sense to get a better press, though. You know what I mean? The current press doesn't really satisfy what we need. It doesn't satisfy our mission. You know what I mean? Alright, we'll go ahead and make some charcoal out of this shit. Cook it up, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Cook it up. Alright, and then we'll start those up. Nice. Cool. Waffles under production. We also are making more charcoal. It's good shit. It's currently using a lot more oxygen now than I thought it was. But that's okay. Hurry and make the waffles. The waffles need so much fucking oxygen apparently. It's insane. It's all the waffles' fault. It was their fault. The waffles ruined it. But that gets us all the stuff we need to make circuits, which are the more advanced circuits, which are painful to make. AKA painful circuits. Circuit painful. Painful board. That's the military grade circuit board. Not the versatile circuit board, but the versatile circuit board is absolutely ass as well. If you're on the moon, you're not making that anytime soon, unfortunately. But we do need a bit of these, because these go into the VAB and the launch system for getting us into space. I'm pretty sure they go into, not the VAB, but definitely into the launch pad. It's a critical component for that launch pad. And that launch pad is the biggest piece. Rocket launch pad. And as you can see, a rocket launch pad needs 4 military grade circuit boards. We'll see what the VAB needs, but I'm pretty sure the VAB is not as bad. VAB only needs 4 regular circuit boards. But we still need circuits. Cool. Get that thing cooking. Anyway, we need those military grade circuit boards. What the fuck? I think we can actually make them, though I'm not sure. I think we can. That's some absolute confidence right there, if I do say so myself. We need a barrel for sulfuric acid to go inside of. Fuck. Do I have any tar though? I don't think I even have any tar. I don't think I even think of making barrels on the moon if I don't have any tar. What am I doing if I don't have tar? Well, actually, we might have some in there. No. No, we don't. Well, we can make some tar. I just need to move some sulfuric acid. Just set it to wood oil. Wood oil, wood oil, good oil, good oil. Give me some wood oil, bro. We'll see what's in here. Just nothing. Fuck that shit. Let's go ahead and move on. That wood oil gets you to sulfuric acid because on the moon, I have to go to bed now. Good luck and see you later. I wish you good sleep. I wish you a merry sleep and I hope it's good. Good night. Make everything awkward. It's the goal. Trust me. One wood tar is all I need. Because wood tar is kind of a commodity on the moon. If you have wood tar, something's going good for you because you got one of the most critical pieces of carbon technology on the planet. This is literally the cornerstone of carbon. The carbon market revolves around trees and who has the most wood tar. / who has the most wood oil or coal tar creosote. Nobody has coal tar creosote on the moon. But it's just a super important part. You can't do shit in space if you don't got fucking wood. It's a good thing I brought trees, so we have wood. What the fuck? Set the sulfuric acid. Set it to sulfuric acid. Good. Wood oil, good oil. Give me that sulfuric acid oil. Nah, bruh. Put it in. Sulfuric acid prevents recipe collision. There we go. All right, we're looking at capacitors, rubber and lead wires. Capacitors. Is there more capacitors? Oh, there's. Fuck yes. Rubber. Rubber is something I don't think I have much of. We have rubber. That was a real issue at one point, was rubber. It was a question of whether we could even get it, if it was even possible. We have enough rubber to do the whole thing. Cool. That was, those were the days right there. That was almost a tragedy when I was like, holy shit, we don't have fucking rubber. What were we supposed to do? We had enough resources to get us the alkylation unit, and that changed the entire state of us running out of materials pretty much. Prevented us from being stuck in the Stone Age on the moon and having to go back to Earth. Which, that was actually great. Worked out as intended, probably. 12 circuits, 12 microchips. We need 5 billion microtransactions at a time. 48. And then we'll do 64 of those. And we'll see how many we need to hit. 4 more. Just 4 more. The fuck? I have 4 more. I just need to give it a couple saplings and it should do the trick. Oh, it has a wooden tree in there. Okay, just give it a few. Oh, it's already got some. Perfect, because it does 8 operations off of 1 charcoal. Smash it. Hey, remember to smash the like button, bros. It's 2015 again, so better smash that like button, or else I'll send you 10 years in the future after COVID. Your soul will melt. The trade embargoes will kill you. Good grief. Ah. We need lead wires. I don't have any lead. Do I? Do I have lead? Ooh, yes, I do. It is hiding in plain sight. Okay, remember, this lead goes to wires, as butter goes to a butter knife. AKA bread knife. Oh. This is some beautiful bullshit. Beautiful bullshit right there. Fuck. Yeah. Space, yeah. Hell yeah. To space, yeah. It needs to make a sound. Mr. HBM, make the drills make a noise. They're super depressing right now. It needs to make like mouth noises, like. Okay, what is this? An April 1 day joke? April 1th day. Alright guys, it's the first day of April's. So tell your friends why the chicken and fucking cross the road. Okay. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't fucking know. Please no! I'm begging you. Would it look better? No, tungsten looks fucking great. Just keep doing it out of fucking tungsten, bro. Tungsten, bro. Telling you, it looks so fucking good. Hell yeah. Just drop all that shit right in there. Drop all that shit right in there. Could you build a wooden house on the moon? Would you build a wood house on the moon if I told you to? Yes and no. What the fuck do you mean yes and no? It's a simple question. There's a simple answer. So excited for tomorrow. So excited for tomorrow. So excited for tomorrow. Cool, and everybody likes the tungsten blocks, you know what I mean? Because the tungsten blocks, you put them in, and then it looks beautiful. It's absolutely diabolical. What the fuck is your braid, TH3 fish? It looks stupid. No, it doesn't. This looks actually kind of nice. It looks nice in a sense. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with these. I think I'm going insane. Think we got moon madness or something. It's probably all the moon cows. The moon cows are giving us insanity or something. I blame Markiplier. It's not 2015 anymore. Oh! Shit. But if I miner this anvil, it will fall. Hey, maybe I have some logic in my mind after all. A little bit of brain power tells me if you were in a cartoon, the anvil falls and it flattens somebody like a pancake. Maybe we should give that an experiment in real life to figure out if that's actually true. What the fuck? Because then I would just be making pancakes all day, man. This free pancakes. You drop an anvil on somebody and you get a fucking pancake, bro? What the fuck? I want a pancake. I'm gonna start dropping anvils on people's heads until I get fucking pancakes. Bro, that is a diabolical scheme right there, bro. Swearing right there. Telling you, it's absolutely a diabolical scheme. Or plan. Prank him! Prank him! Machine gun! What the fuck? It was just a prank, bro. Space. Yeah. We actually are planning out the next space mission. Well, we were. That was the start of the stream where I wasted like 30 minutes thinking about how to go to Tecto or whatever. But we're going to Moho next. That's our next goal, Moho. I don't even fucking know what's on Moho. It just sounds like a fucking shitty planet. Oh. Australian ore is on Moho. What the fuck you can do with this? Oh. Market Gardener? Market Garden. Operation Market Garden. Deals crits while the wielder is rocket jumping. I don't know what that fucking means. Magma drill? Oh, it's volcanic there. So I'm going to the hellhole planet. Okay, that's good information to know. What types of equipment should I fucking bring to this planet so I don't fucking die? Because I'm afraid of going to this planet to just find out we're about to melt to death. Or like, I'm gonna fall in lava instantly. You can find natural gas there too. This doesn't sound like a bad planet. It just sounds like I need to have a good base idea. Do you have any recommendations for building materials for the base there? I'm not doing bricks. I've done bricks. You know what? We could just do like rusty steel or whatever. Ah, it's fucking expensive. How are we gonna get steel, like that much steel? We are not getting that much steel. Clay, though, is something we need to get a bunch of. An abundance of clay would be pretty good. I mean, it's hard to get water. We just need to get more of the shit that's not really common on space planets. Oh, did I show you this? My little sorting setup for all the products we produce. Like, so much shit in there. That's all from running that for like a little bit today. Didn't really run it for too long, but we could just build another Walmart on the hell planet once we get there. If that's truly what it is a hell planet. An orbital platform. Really? What's an orbital platform like? I need you to just start telling me what all this is like. I need you to just start telling me about what exactly that means. Like, what can I do with that? Like, you say these words, but I don't know what they mean. I don't know what they mean. I can't execute on them. I can just tell you, that's interesting. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. I can't guarantee I will do it. Unless I can be like, well, can I use the magma drill on the platform? Can I do this on the platform? If we can just do an orbital platform there, that'd be cool. Ooh, it's a bismuth motor. Oh, fuck. Well, we'll have to go back to Earth to get some stuff for that. Just saying, bismuth isn't something I have nothing of. Wait. It's maybe. Oh, fuck. We need sorbitic acid. So we'll go to Earth. We'll establish a particle accelerator before we go to Moho. But we're gonna game plan and establish the equipment for Moho. Finish Hellmart, hopefully. It's kind of like the soy jack on the moon is the Hellmart on the moon. And then we can go to Hell planet. Planet Hell. And start figuring out what the fuck we're doing there. We should definitely establish more infrastructure here. Because there's really no point in us having this moon base. It serves zero purposes. All it is like a few machines and things. I thought it would be a lot more stuff, honestly. That's why I built Hellmark so huge, but also for the sake of building a Hellmark on the moon. And then also not building the interior correctly. Just for the sake of it. Guys, the layout changed slightly since last year. I mean, we redid the entire thing. Okay. Glad we have gotten some of the game plan done. Let's go see if these circuits are finished. Once the circuits are finished, we can start setting up for Moho. The trip to Moho. So, with getting bismuth, there's a couple ways of getting bismuth, but all of it's stuff we'll have to do on Earth. When we go to Earth, we can start working on those things. Let's see. Bismuth. Or no, what is it? Ah, we're looking for the circuits. Right inside of this one. We also need to get to the VAB. Or the VAB. Let's start working on the VAB since it's the first one. The first one we need is the VAB, which is going to cost some really basic materials. Stuff we should already have. I think we already have the circuits even. I think I made a bunch of them for automating different setups, and we have enough of them already. 4, right? Yes, indeed. So that will be the VAB. The orbital platform is used to travel between planets without making a really big rocket. The issue I have with the, I don't need a really big rocket. I can get back and forth with one rocket. I'm good. I can hold off on that. We can get to, I've even done the math. We can get to Tecto. Now, Moho might be a different story. I haven't gotten that far. So, I do need to figure that out. Because I'm pretty sure it's closer to the sun. Which means the return journey is going to be costly as far as the gravity is concerned. Of returning. But the gravity still isn't that bad. We'll figure it out. It's an issue. It could be an issue. It might be an issue. Well, it's not really an issue because you're already spinning when you're spinning with the planet. So as soon as you start making adjustments to your trajectory from the planet, you're still fine. You're fine. Doesn't matter. Huh? Station thruster. We'll get there. Huge thrusters. Wow. Let's see. What do I have? VAB, right? VAB. That's what we're looking at. The VAB. The VAB needs 8 cast steel plates, or AKA 24 24 ingots. Through this thing on liquid mode. AKA, we need this thing to make diarrhea. Because that sounds funnier than saying set the thing to liquid mode. We're setting it to Taco Bell mode. It's going to be absolutely diabolical. It's going to be unheard of, unhinged. It's going to be a rant. It's going to go off the rails. It's gonna make changes, sweeping changes. Okay, let's go ahead and put in our 24 of these. Set it to liquid mode, aka Taco Bell. Do it. Do it. Too bad we can only do 20 at a time. That's fucking sad. Oh, on other sad news, the graphite is about to disappear. Fuck! Holy shit. What the fuck are we gonna do, Batman? What the fuck is the plan? Don't shoot the messenger. Blow him up. Alright, let's see if I can pull one of these off and restore the oil industry to where its former state. The question of restoring oil is at hand. Do 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 do. We did get steel on the moon though. That's a great actual task we pulled off. 20 wood oil. Yeah, pull that out of there. We also got apples on the moon. That's also pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not even useful. What the fuck is the point of that? Hey, just to say we've done it, we have apples on the moon. Go bobbling for apples in space. I think you'd want to put your head in the water. It's probably got more oxygen than the air in the space. What are we doing? The actual coal coke? What about the actual graphite? Graphite, right? It's funny. I see. You see this? You take these graphite electrodes and you melt them. That makes a lot of sense because you can melt carbon, guys. Guys, take a diamond, take a blowtorch to a diamond and see what happens to it. Okay, tell me if it melts or not. Okay. You guys can melt coal into graphite. Wood oil, wood tar creosote. Creosote. What are we, Canadian? Canadian. I love this music, guys. I think I might be going insane from it, though. I think that might be a problem. Where is... What the fuck? My graphite. Oh, I still need to make that into graphite. You can't just use coal. It was sitting in the box the whole time. The house always wins. It was all rigged from the start. The graphite was left in the box. Forgotten for centuries because it was all rigged from the start or something. What the fuck? What am I even saying? Calm down. It's not a problem. I hear somebody playing Battlefield 6 nearby within a 20-meter radius. My homing senses are turned on to identify this. I hear somebody playing Battlefield 6 in a 20-meter radius. Hey, how about you calm down? Calm down. Okay, well, anyway, we're making this wonderful, cast steel plates here today. It's a high of 50 degrees on the moon. Well, I mean, a low of 200, negative 200. It's absolute zero, guys. Hold on. Hold that thought. Okay, so absolute zero is only obtained by using lasers to stabilize, which seems weird, but the light from the laser beam has just enough force to get a particle to stop vibrating, because it will always vibrate, thus producing heat. Because even a solid vibrates to some extent. It's like the particles in it vibrate around. So like if you have a solid object, the particles in it will constantly vibrate. Like that's how an ice cube melts. It just, the vibration becomes less static and it just becomes free flowing. So then all the particles are free flowing. This is basic physics. It's like kindergarten level physics right there. Kindergarten physics right there, bro. You can learn that at 2 years old. That's when I learned it. In 2-year-old class. 2-year-old science class. Practical science, guys. And this guy is super loud. Calm down, man. Calm down. I can smell the Cheetos from a mile away. The Battlefield Cheeto Man. Play good games like Ground Branch. I'm telling you, it's good games. What do we need to do? Hold on. I need to stop and assess what I need to do because I can't focus on it at this time. I think I need to drink a Monster so I can focus again. It's like, whenever tomorrow rolls around, that will be the best stream. Tomorrow's stream in the morning is going to be the best one because I can actually focus on what the fuck is going on. I can't focus because instead I'm having 10,000 thoughts, and that brings up another thought that isn't even related, which I would love to talk about at this time. So I began reading a book called Praxis Tacticum, that sounds like something Roman and scary, but don't worry, it's too easy. I like it already. Already like it after the first page. The guy's actual ideas reflect my own ideas, which is kind of interesting. But not exactly. Like, his ideas are pretty good and solid. I like them, so they reflect my own ideas about how that's stuff I don't really want to discuss, but just safe to say I like that book. It's very good, and I've only read the first page. And it's also great to learn like little niche things. Probably how to be better at leading. It's like perfect stuff to be reading. It's like the perfect stuff to read. Hey man, calm down. Jesus Christ, man. Calm down. Telling him to calm down. We'll see if that actually works. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll see if it works. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm sure that book's got like a lot of stuff about actual tactics in it, but it's mainly like kind of like the art of war. Like you can find, but he's actually explaining it to you. He's not like just putting out like it's almost poetry almost. Like the art of war is almost like poetry, but you can find the meaning in the words. Like the techniques and stuff, you can look at it and go, oh well, I know this about how to actually do this, how to attack. Like this is something I think of is when you teach somebody how to do something or how to like conduct a specific way of doing something, right? Like if you show them, okay, you have to do it this way and this way every time. I mean, not necessarily like that, but showing them how to do it, but not explaining the fundamentals. You need to explain the fundamentals because the fundamentals are what really gets to how you can actually execute something very well. It's kind of an important aspect because then if you know the fundamentals of how to actually attack or how to actually defend or how to actually do those things, it's better than to know the fundamentals than to know how to actually fucking do it by the book. The book is wrong. The book is not going to help you at the end of the day. But what will help you is knowing why the book makes sense in some aspects. Because it does make sense in some aspects. There's some things you can take away and say, oh, well, this makes sense, right? Like, you should always know what your guys have, like what equipment you have and stuff. But at the same time, like, maybe you don't always need to do certain things in certain ways. Like, there's some things like some things can change, but some things don't need to change for it to be effective in every scenario. You can adapt things and adjust things to actually suit different scenarios, I feel like. And that's kind of the thing that he discusses in the book is how, like, when they teach new leaders and stuff, they don't necessarily, like, he describes it as, I need to just give me a second. I'll just go back and refresh my brain. It was like an hour ago. But he basically explains it as there is a gap in, like, the professional military educations of leaders, or that they unintentionally create a gap in their leaders' professional military educations by only teaching them a combination of drills and routines. And they gain experience in their course of their daily duties, deployments, and assignments. Basically, the first section he talks about is pretty much how somebody who's experienced it knows more than, like, or who actually has lived through it knows a lot more than somebody who hasn't. Like, stuff like that. But it's common sense, right? It's common sense. But it's the gap. Like, you show somebody the same technique to do it, okay? Like, let's say you have to do something the exact same way every single time, right? And it's at, like, I don't know, like, let's say you're at a packing facility and you have to, okay, let's say it's like Amazon, right? And you have to always put bubble wrap in with the white cardboard boxes and brown paper in with the brown cardboard boxes or something like that. I don't know what the fuck you do at a fucking packing plant, but I'm just trying to put it into simple civilian terms so that way it makes sense to somebody out there in case anybody wants to understand what I'm rambling about. But let's say you have to do it the exact same way and somebody shows you that way, right? But then when you run out of brown paper bags, what are you supposed to do? Or brown paper, what are you supposed to do? Just stop packing it? You have to keep packing it, but you don't have brown paper. What are you going to do? You have to do it the exact same way every time. It's not a good explanation. See, really, the explanation is, see, if I know what you're going to do, I just already know what you're going to do. All I have to do is know what you're going to do and be like, well, they're about to flank us. Guys, we're about to be flanked. We're about to be flanked, guys. So how do we counter that? And then come up with a good counter strategy. Oh, well, they're about to flank us. Let's just go ahead and, I actually don't even know. Don't even have an idea in my mind. Well, actually, let's just put both our machine guns and face them. Just kill. Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, that would work. Maybe. Like, you can't just do the same thing the same way every time. It's not a good idea. I think that's what it's not really what he's actually trying to explain. He's actually explaining something much different. The gap is like that well, maybe it is what he's trying to explain, but I don't know exactly. I think that's what he's trying to convey is that you can't tell somebody to do something the same way every time because you do the same trick every time, and I already know that trick in the book. You fool me once, but you'll never fool me again, right? It's that kind of stupidity. But that's why I like this book, is that it kind of reflects that idea, and I have that same exact idea. You can't do the same thing since like 1950 and still get away with doing it. It's kind of too predictable. I don't like that. So it is why I have done my own plans and development to kind of stay away from that. But he also, one of his opinions is that you can't just jump blindly into something, and I also agree with that statement. Like, you can't just go and like be like, oh well, our old strategies and techniques don't work anymore because they're old, so let's just go into these brand new ones that we made out of nowhere, pulled it straight out of our ass. Now that's when things are wrong. But maybe I think what that would say is that not necessarily is it bad to come up with new plans, but it's bad to come up with new plans that have no solid fundamentals. So the fundamentals of warfare are at least fire, maneuver, deception is a big one, but that's overall strategy, not necessarily in tactics. Tactics, there's barely any deception. Well, maybe there is. Yeah, it's safe to say there is a deception in every aspect of war. But it's much bigger deception is in well, actually, deception is in every aspect of warfare. But Sun Tzu says in war that that deception is a big part of it, pretty much. Like, it is. He says a lot of stuff. I like Sun Tzu. He's got a lot of good quotes, like things like, "Thus it is better to take an army whole than to stuff like that. Better to take like, if you take your enemy whole, it's better than attacking him one time and then getting away, or one way attack, dip, and then he comes back and attacks you, or like, well, the tactic works though historically. Guerrilla warfare tactics like hit and run work very well. But that is some interesting stuff. Could spend hours just talking about this stuff. What other things does this guy discuss in his book? I mean, he talked about like how he mostly did like armored, or was an armored commander in the Canadian Army pretty much, and so like he talked about like how the differences in I mean that's pretty obvious, but there's like differences in nomenclature and terminology between different armies and things. He discusses that, like how they call things differently, which even is true in like the sense of the difference between infantry and tanks, like. But he talks about also good books to read as well. That guy is an interesting guy, super interesting to learn about. Not just to read his book, but interesting to learn about the guy who wrote the book too. But I found his book while I was just doing stuff this weekend, pretty much, just freezing. But not freezing as much as the other guys were, so that's insensitive. But and I probably should not say that. I need to learn armored tactics, though. That's something I need to actually put in my book of tactics, because that will be useful. Also, drone tactics are like the new big fad. It's like ketogenic diet. It's the big fad. New fad right here. Drone attack. I actually have already been developing techniques for that. But I haven't really had much time to really refine them. And that's the thing, is that all of my techniques and things are just paperwork right now. They don't actually... They're theoretical. They don't have... They have the basis, but they don't have the practical application to actually... Well, the practical testing or application to find out whether they are actually going to be effective. Which is something that I would love to do, but I really just don't have the capability to do so. Which is kind of sad, but at the same time... actually, if I got the chance to do it, I would really love to do that. But probably will never ever get that chance for a while. And even then... So the main reason I would like armored techniques in there, or to be able to integrate those in... I don't even know shit about armored tactics, okay? I know pretty much everything I know is just infantry tactics. Infantry is the bread and butter of guerrilla warfare. That's all I care about. Guerrilla warfare. But I want to integrate one tank piece into my here and there, you know? Like one tank piece here and there, boom. But that would mean the tank is pretty much just a support weapon. I mean, that's all they are nowadays, is drones, but... If you're not up against guys with drones, I mean, drones are gonna be so prevalent. They're gonna become so prevalent. They're already so prevalent in Ukraine and Russia. Like you just gotta think they're gonna become 10 times more as prevalent as the decade goes on. By 2030, drone usage will be at its peak. Everybody would have thought, drones. Yes, what video photographers use those? Well, now $150 Amazon drones are used by people to kill each other. It's like how the sword probably just started out as a metal stick, and a caveman was like, I have metal stick, unga bunga. Fuck you, Mr. Neanderthal. And I hit you with my metal stick for 20 attack damage. And chop him in half. Right? That's probably what happened. Some caveman made a metal stick one time and looked at his Neanderthal friend and chopped him in half. My stick too sharp. Unga bunga. Caveman brain no comprehend. I could find more talking points, but I mean, oh yeah, I got so much repository of information in my brain right now, though. Got so much. Like, I could talk about the OTS 14 Groza, or OTS 14, pretty much. It's pretty much like a. I actually can't remember, but it's pretty sure it's a bullpup AK, and it has 4 configurations, okay? Now, I don't know if that's the OTS 14. Well, wouldn't it be the OTS 12 is the one that... No. That's the SHAK 12. I'm getting it confused. The SHAK 12 fires a 12.7mm cartridge, which is basically 50 cal. And it was designed for law enforcement to use. Now, the OTS 14 is a special weapon designed for pretty much kind of like special operations, kind of special mission sets. It's a bullpup AK by all intents and purposes. But it has 4 configurations, and there's also... I believe there's a rifle that's not a separate thing, but is in the same family of weapons. Super interesting topic. What else? Oh wait, we were working on the actual VAB, right? The VAB. Why am I getting distracted when we should be working on the VAB, guys? The VAB. The VAB. Oh right, yeah. We've already made the cast steel plates, right? Those are done. But yeah, the OTS 14 has those 4 configurations, and the reason that's interesting is because the configurations have names. So they're like OTS 14-01 configuration. And then that's like, so that way you can have some secrecy. Obviously, it's not super secret anymore because I know what the fuck OTS 01 is. Probably the one that's 01, and I have a book that tells me what the fuck 01 is. So obviously, it's kind of not a secret. But the idea is pretty interesting to me, that you could kind of have secrecy in the names of your weapons. So you could be like over comms and be like, set your weapon to this configuration, please. Set your weapon to this configuration, and then nobody else knows what the configuration is because they don't know what 01 is. But the thing is that all the information about that weapon is so public now. It's in the public eye. I mean, obviously, not everybody is a nerd, so not everybody knows that information, but I am. I am the brainiac of all time. The information inside my head is too much sometimes, but it's okay. It just means I run slow like Windows. Windows ran into error. Please install Linux at this time. Please install Linux at this time. At this time, please install Linux. Please, thank you, yes. Returning to regular programming as requested. So much work for this. What the fuck? I just gotta make like a few more things and then we can start working on the launch pad. Send shit to the moon. Send shit from moon to moon. Send shit from moon to hell planet. Fuck. Planet fuck. The hell planet. Oh shit. What the fuck? Hurry. Go. Machine gun. Let's place a lever there too, just to make sure we don't have any issues in the future. What the fuck? What the fuck? Damn, dude. Okay, this is fine. We have plenty of energy. So what are we doing now? Besides, waiting. What should be the next task? This is the question we need to be asking ourselves. What the fuck do we do next? And I think the answer is pretty simple. So now we have the VAB, we're able to make a new rocket. And we're just gonna place this in the center of Walmart, in the middle of the crater at the bottom, because this indeed needs quite a bit of space to build shit, so. Yes, Walmart spans so many chunks. It's too much. Too much chunk, bro. 10,000 kilometers of chunk. Scoot it down a little bit right here. Yep, scoot it in there. Yep, good. Cool. And then we're just gonna fill it in with basalt bricks. Because the other brick's too expensive at this time. Hey, I could fill it in underneath, right? What the fuck? This is interesting. I never knew I could do that. Looks pretty nice, though. The Hell Planet is the next goal, right? Let's do something really cool with the floor here. Like, I want to do something cool. Quartz time. We can actually do chisel with these, right? Huh? What the fuck? These are some shitty textures. Just use the white one. Fucking noise I made. What the? How the hell do you make a noise like that? It's a good question if anybody asks. I have no idea. Vein miner and auto smelter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. Let's go. Let's do it. Don't worry. Be happy. I guess what we need to do is have a section here that just kind of depresses down into the planet. This will be the launch area. The lunchroom, aka the launch area. It's where all of the rockets at Hellmart are built. Hellmart, center of hell control. Little did we know, we were going to hell. The game was rigged from the start. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I'm just kind of doing whatever my mind has on it. Really just working on this base here on the moon. Moon base number 1. Just build this shit. Build this shit. Build it. Destroy it. Let's see. I guess what we'll do is we'll do it, these blocks of quartz will be switched into pillars. Give me my chisel. Pillars time. And then these pillars, look how pillory they are. Nice, right? Well, no. Fucking disgusting. Take these, put them in here, and give them the roofing of all time. Thank you. 26 cut tiles. Ready to go. Right? Now that's where we're gonna redo the whole floor with basalt tiles. Because it's gonna be cheaper than doing the whole floor from tungsten blocks. Who thought that shit was a good idea? Because they need to die. They need to die. It was my idea. Oh yeah, this floor doesn't look bad, guys. Doesn't look, looks bad and costs too much. That's why it sucks. It's not that it sucks because it sucks. It sucks because it costs too much, dude. Fucking can't have that shit. Shit's too expensive. What the fuck? Sideways. It's sideways. The mission is sideways from the start, guys. Telling you. But this looks like a really high-tech, like, space-basey material. I really like the quartz now. I think we need to bring that to Mars with us. No. Bring it to Moho. Well, Moho, we're gonna build a hell base. We're gonna build something like straight out of Doom or Mad Max or something. I don't know. Build something. We're gonna build a metal rig in the lava ocean that I'm certain exists on that planet. Because it's literally gonna be a hell planet. Obviously, you like to know what you go into before you get there, but I don't fucking know. Nobody plays James 2H Space Fork Online, right? Right? I'm the only one, right? I'm probably the only person who makes videos on HBM mod in survival mode. And I'm probably also the only person who doesn't know what the fuck Moho looks like because I've never been there. So, yeah, do with that information as you will. We will figure that out when the time comes to figure that information out. I don't know what a crater planet looks like. I bet it's a crater planet. It's a hell planet, right? It's planet hell. Planet of the apes, bro. It's planet of the apes. Fuck! Nice. I mean, it's not gonna look bad. Got our vehicle assembly base in the center. The VAB, as it is so called. Building takes time, and we need to take some time to build. I'm sorry, guys. This is sad. You all thought, oh yeah, he's going to go to the next planet today. Well, unfortunately, I have to also finish Hellmart before we can even fucking leave. Which means it's going to be a lot of working on Hellmart. It's kind of like Soy Jack. You know, we had to build Soy Jack before we could leave Earth. I'm sure you all understand and don't mind that we're building. I just don't like to build because I know nobody likes this shit. Nobody likes to watch it, and I don't like to fucking do it. But it does look good when you do some good building. You know, it looks pretty good when you do building. How about we do this properly? We do need to dump our inventory next stream. That too is a important thing to do. I'm gonna end this stream once I run out of building materials for basalt. The basalt section. We're also gonna need stairs to get down into this. That is another thing I just thought of. I'm just gonna leave this as bricks. It doesn't matter. And then the rest can be tiles. The rest of the floor needs to be tiles, so we'll just do tiles all the way around. And then this also needs to have tiles on it as well. Yeah, it needs to have these roof tiles. But the problem with the roof tiles is that it's very difficult to get them all in place. We'll do a 2-block section on the edge. That will be basalt, so that way it matches here. Or we could just find out how to make it look even. But that's a thing for next stream, so we'll do that next stream, and then we'll start working on the fuel and the rocket launch pad.